Hey, good morning. So every week I've been coming on and doing a video about the 12 card reading messages that I do for myself and everybody else who's interested in a card reading. And this month's message is to trust that love knows the way. And I want to combine that with another thing that I've been doing, which is the Feed Your Soul Sunday post, where I post a picture of one of the 7 ways to feed your soul. And this week's way was to feed your soul by following your passion. And I put in a picture of the chicken parmesan that I made for Blake's birthday. My husband's birthday was this week. And he wanted chicken parm. And so I talked about my passion for cooking and getting to use my creativity and making something delicious because I absolutely love my family. The thing is, though, the more I've been thinking about it, that making dinner for my family and feeding us is it's delicious. And it's not passion, though. I don't wake up in the morning thinking about what I'm making for dinner. It's devotion, and that love knows the way. Making dinner because I love people, because I love my family, I love myself. I love getting to use my curiosity of what's new, what's going to be delicious. That is devotion. And that is one of the ways that I love my family, but it's not necessarily my passion. My passion is the boat analogy about charting a course toward a life worth living. It's using all the parts and pieces of this boat analogy that I have been working on for the last 18 years. And it's this boat analogy is a tool for self-discovery and healing. And I didn't know myself very well when I first came up with this boat analogy. And I was feeling lost and overwhelmed with trying to homeschool my son. Talk about feeling overwhelmed. My God, it was such an incredible experience. I was feeling lost and scared. And I asked no one in particular, how am I supposed to get through this? And the thought that came to my head, this divine download, was, your attitude's a lot like the rudder on a ship. And by keeping it adjusted appropriately, you can get where you need to go. But if it gets stuck, then you're just going to go in circles, frustrating yourself and everybody else around you. Wow. That divine download. That is another form of love, isn't it? There are so many different ways to find and to feel love. That divine download that I got from the universe, my captain, the source, the force, Vishnu, Brahma, the big guy in the sky, or the cosmic love muffin. It doesn't matter what we call it. What matters is that we are calling, and that calling led to this idea that has been my passion for 18 years, as I have used this idea of, well, if my attitude's the rudder, what's the rest of the boat mean? And as I've been thinking about all the different parts and pieces of this boat, I have been able to learn about myself and love myself better, because that's one of the other ways that we can recognize love. There's divine love, like this download I experienced, this self-love of recognizing, taking care of myself and knowing myself in the process is that fills my sails. That makes me feel so much better, instead of recognizing myself as somebody who still doesn't know it all, who's still trying to figure things out, who maybe had a bumpy start. I had a bit of a bumpy start, and I've been healing that stuff. And that is love, as well as that devotion, the care and compassion that I want to love my people. I want to feed my family. That devotion is also another way of recognizing love. We've also got, of course, grief. Grief is love with nowhere to go. There's so many different ways to recognize love in this world, from within ourselves, for our people, for this gift that we get to recognize of our life, sailing through daily life. all of these different types of love. We've got divine love. We've got self-love. We've got the care and compassion. Of course, don't forget romantic love. Oh my God, when I first met Blake, I had never seen such a beautiful man in my life. And the hope and the possibilities and the passion for, oh my God, this beautiful man. All these different ways of recognizing love in our lives. That leads to passion. That passion of growing ourselves beyond the limiting beliefs of who we think we are. We're so much more. We are so much more. And so what is your passion? I would love to hear in the comments below. Please tell me, what is your passion? What is the thing that wakes you up in the morning? What is the thread that helps carry you through the day? That helps you to explore this life and grow beyond limited beliefs. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you think somebody else would like this, please feel free to share it with them, like, subscribe, all the things. Push the buttons. I'm so glad you're here. I love you. Thank you so much for your time.